And we're live here with Chet, our client for MetPlus. He's here, and also me, João, and Patrick for our 10th client meeting. So, as usual, let me just share my screen so we can take a look into the meeting agenda. Okay, here we go. So, we're going to begin with a retrospective on the sprint 9. We're talking a bit about the stories that we completed this sprint, the stories that we worked and still haven't finished in the sprint. Afterwards, we'll do a little demonstration of what we accomplished in these days. Afterwards, we'll be I don't believe we currently have any questions for you now. And then we have the third point where if you have any question, you can ask us there and talk a little bit the priorities of the next sprint. And we already took care of point number 5. So, okay. What have we been doing this sprint? We've been working on multiple areas. We started drawing our doing some wireframes of the jobs, the way we add them, the way we edit them, the way we view them. We already finished this, but we still need to discuss a little bit. So I believe in the next meeting we'll be able, or during this sprint, we will share it with you so you can take a look to see what we have for the jobs at the job level. Another thing that we accomplished was we created that cancel button on the login form, the one that brings you back to the page you were before you try to log in. We also did update some of the job seeker information in one of the tickets. We completed another ticket that is basically when you try to create a company, if the company is still not accepted, or if it's already accepted, if you try to create it again on the system, it will warn you saying that the company, there is already someone that tried to add that company. We solved some issues that we had in our internal system that executes the tests and does the deployment, so we also solved some problems there. We more or less finished the invitation process for a company person, and it changed a little bit the look and feel of the agent's admin homepage to be a little bit more pleasant to the eye. And that's it, basically the things that we completed this sprint, and that's it. So we also worked on more stories that we still haven't finished. That's the story 142 and 146. That basically are that basically are stories about the edit of the users, where you'll be able to edit all the users that we currently have. We had some issues there. It's a big chunk of work that we're doing, and also as part of that, we noticed that we need to add some fields into the job seeker. We also added them, but still haven't merged everything, all the code. So this is basically what we have been doing the last couple of weeks. I believe now we can show you a little bit how the site looks, and these changes that I just talked, how do they look like. So we're going to do a little demo. So Patrick, when you're ready.
Okay, sure. Okay, we'll go ahead. We're getting some fairly complex software built here, Chet. So if there's a bug or two we blow up, please bear with us. But um, seems like it's coming together pretty well. So as you said, we completed a bunch of things during the sprint. I crossed out the ones that I can't demo. We're going to show you the wireframes once we review them as a team. But so the first thing I thought I would demo was this idea of informing the user. If you remember, the user can go to MetPlus. They don't have to be logged in, and they can request that their company be registered. So we wanted to make sure that we don't collide with a company twice being registered. So we're using the employer identification number, Chet, for that, for a unique identifier for the company. So I wanted to show you that first because I went ahead and filled out an initial company registration request here for fake company. And rather than have you watch me, type in all these fields, I thought I would just go to this already filled out. I've got the employer identification number blank, you'll see, right here. So I'm going to leave it blank, and then I'm going to try to create this company registration, which is a request to you to become a hiring partner. So I'll hit create, and sure enough, it says your EIN is missing. Employee identification number is missing. So what I'm going to do now, Chet, is I'm going to enter an employee identification number that's already in the system, already associated with a company. And I'm going to hit create again. And this time, it says the EIN has already been registered with another company. It also says my password has to be, I have to enter the password every time, but the key thing is we identify that it's basically like your SSN for personal purposes, and we've already seen that company EIN. Now if somebody says, well, that's my EIN, I own that, you made a mistake, then they're going to have to click somewhere to send an email to the agency admin to say, please look into that. So we'll add that capability. But anyway, that's the thing. We don't want to have duplicate company registrations there. So now I'll move on to the login form. So there were two things that were added to the login form, Chet. One is, first of all, let me just bring up, let me finish this registration. Let me actually give it a unique identification number. Oops. Let me actually type in a password. Create it. So thank you for your registration request. We saw this 2 weeks ago, the demo last week. We'll come back to this company here that I'm dealing with here. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to log in to show you this enhancement to the login form. So I will go to home screen, I'll hit login, and what we had before, Chet, was pretty much everything you see here except there was no cancel button. So if you actually click login by mistake, you had nowhere to go. You had to hit the browser back button, which is very awkward. So we added this cancel button here. Let me go ahead and log in as the agency admin. The other one, which I won't bother to demo, but you get the idea, is once I've successfully logged in, I should go to this page that I was on. So here I was on the home page, and I went back to the home page. If I was in a page 3 levels deep into the system, Chat, and at that point hit the login, then I would end up on that same page 3 levels in. It won't bounce me back to home. I won't bother that to demo that, but you get the idea. So we maintain state, if you will, of what page you're on. So that's what the login form enhancement does. I'll talk a little bit about this job seeker enhancement here. What we did was we enhanced the job seeker edit screen. We had one before, Chet, but if you changed anything on the screen, you actually had to re-enter your password and a confirmation of your password each and every time. So I'm going to type in the URL here because we don't have a link yet set up. but we will. But in the meantime, I'm just going to manually enter that. So I'm bringing up job seeker who's got the ID of 1. You can see in the URL here. And presumably this job seeker has logged in, and now they want to update their profile. That's edit job seeker registration. So it's Tom Seeker. He didn't enter a phone initially, so he wants to give us his phone number. So we'll go ahead and do that. And he made a mistake in his birth year. He was actually born in 1982, so he fixes that. At this point, last week, if we'd showed you this form, this would have been rejected, Chet, because this guy, Tom Seeker, did not enter his password and this confirm his password. Now, it's kind of silly to have to enter your password and password confirmation if you're only changing things not associated with your password. So if the user keeps password blank, they don't have to enter password or password confirmation. It means they're not trying to change their password. Okay. So it's just a nice thing. So anyway, it says the job seeker was updated successfully. I'm going to actually go and review that. Let's go look at job seeker number 1. There's his phone number, and there's his updated date of birth, or year of birth there. So that worked. So anyway, improvement of the user experience of using that. The next one I want to show you is the company invite process, company person invite process. So you've seen the company registration process last week, and we started out the demo with a little bit of that right now. So now we're going to talk about how does one invite a company person to that company once they've been approved. So before I do that, what I've got to do is I'm going to log out and I'm going to log in as, again, the agency administrator. And I'm going to go to look at that company registration request, which is here. This has got to be cleaned up here. We don't want people at this company contacts. That's duplicative. But anyway, so this is what the visitor to my site did. They entered this information. They want to become a partner to us, and I can approve or deny. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to approve it. So I'm logged in as admin, so I have the rights to approve or deny. So I'll hit approve. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, including sending an email to the company admin, the company contact, who's Catbert. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log in because Catbert, that company contact, is going to come into the system, and he should come in as an unknown user, not as me, right? So I go to my email, and first of all, the whole process started with registering the company to be a partner. So this guy Catbert came in and did that, and he got this, okay, pending approval. So we got your registration request. You'll hear from us soon. Now we just sent out 2 emails when I hit the approve. One is, hello Catbert, you're registered now. Congratulations. By the way, you're the company administrator. You can add people, etc. for your company, fake company, in the pet system. And then he personally gets his own email that allows him to confirm his personal account in pets. So this company contact now clicks confirm my account, and let's see. Okay. All right. That's not what I expected to see. I expected to see a screen where I would confirm my password. So I think I've got a glitch in the system there. But anyway, I'll fix that. But anyway, you get the idea. So Catbird is now an acknowledged system user, and they can do things. So we registered, we accepted the registration, the company contact, confirmed the email link. Now I'm going to log in as agency admin again. And I will go to look at fake company. Now fake company is marked as active. By the way, this screen and the actions I can take on this screen, I can take as an agency admin, or I can take as the company admin. Catbert would be able to do this too because Catbert is the associated company administrator for this company. But I'm going to do it as agency admin, so I have the same rights as a company admin. And what I can do, and the key point of this demo, is I'm going to invite another person to become a user of pets. Now, presumably this other person is going to be somebody at the same company. That's the whole point of this. So let's say fake user. Use my email account and log Smith. Let's say. Let's send an invitation. So now, presumably, an invitation has been sent to this user. So there it is. Hello, dog. You've been invited to become a user of Pets. You can see Pets will help you manage your activities according with your peers at MetPlus. This would be the company name generally, but because I'm logged in as agency admin, it comes through as MetPlus. Otherwise, it would be fake company. So I'm going to accept the invitation, and okay, I think the problem is that I'm still logged in here. Yeah, okay, right. Apologize for that. Let me try to accept that again. I'm going to, okay, there we go. So that was the expected. It got confused because I was still logged in to the system. So it picked up a cookie that says I'm logged in and I'm admin. So it didn't do the right thing. If this wasn't a demo, I'd be coming in cold via browser to the system. It wouldn't have a logged in user on that browser at that time, if you follow me. Yep. So anyway, I click on the link. Let me kill these other browser windows. I click on the link. It says confirm. It brings me to this screen where I can now enter my own personal password. Click on that. The password says you're now signed in. And then what happens here, Chet, is, as we talked about before, anybody associated with the company who signs in, or newly registered people who confirm their account, they're dumped into what? I shouldn't say dumped. They're directed to a company landing page. And it would be the name of the company, and it would say this is your landing page, and it would have information and actions here appropriate for a company person, like what an HR person can do to add jobs, things like that. We haven't built anything there yet. Right now it's just an empty page. So that's pretty much it for that. So we saw the new person confirming their account via the email link and going and entering a password. Now they're a bona fide user. They end up on their landing page for their company. The last one I want to show you here, Chet, is this, which is just a quick look and feel of the agency admin homepage. So you can see that I'm now logged in as dog. I was the invited person, and I came in, I put my password in. I was logged in because I entered my password. I have a valid account. Now I'm logged in as this guy who's associated with fake company. I'm going to log out because now I need to go in as the admin to show you the admin homepage. So because I'm the agency admin, I have this thing called admin and the menu here. And I don't know if you remember this before. It's just been cleaned up a little bit. So this page is the primary page for, let me get rid of this stuff here, this clutter. This page is the primary page starting point for the agency administrator, in this case the pets admin. And of course we have agency information that they can then edit if they want to change anything here, which we won't bother to look at right now. We've seen that before. We have agency branches, personnel, and companies. Cleaned up a little bit the placement of buttons and things like that, made it cleaner. Also, in terms of clutter, we added this. So you can imagine if you have a very busy agency, you have many branches, many personnel, many partner companies. This could be a pretty busy page. So what you can do is just click on this, and you can hide sections here to allow you to focus on just the things you want to focus on. So that's, I guess, one of the key changes. So just cosmetic stuff, but I think it makes it a little more usable for you.
That's great.
And, okay, great, thank you. And that's it at this point. So I'll turn it back to Hua.
Okay, so Chet, any comment? Anything that you saw that you preferred the other way, or for now it's good?
No, actually, like I said before, I like what I see. understand that you're building every day, so I'm not going to see everything right now, but
Mhm.
I see where you guys are going with it. You got the landing page, and eventually you're going to start having everything, all the information there, like Patrick said, for the landing page. Um, Everything what HR can do, even with the other, even with the clients and the job developers as well. So see where you
Mhm.
guys are going. So I appreciate that.
Okay, you're welcome. So basically, this is the what we've been doing the last couple of weeks, and okay, let's move a little bit further on our agenda. Um, we currently don't have anything special to ask you. Maybe during the week, this week or next week. I hope this week, as I said before, we'll try to send you the new mockups for the job part, for the jobs to add, edit, and view,
Yeah.
and then we'll expect your feedback as always, and so we can talk about it. Do you currently have any question that for us?
Um, at this moment, I don't. I know in the
Mhm.
future, as we get close, get further, I'm going to have some questions and suggestions. But right now, I know you guys are working on the background of the software,
Mhm.
so I don't have anything right now at this moment.
Okay. So basically, oh, just share my screen again. And, okay. So basically, in the this is how it looks like our current page, the things that we're working on, and the things that are ready to start working on. Um, we believe that this week we will continue editing the profile and editing the user's profile. I'm not sure, Amy's not here, but I hope that we can finish this week, this sprint. So I believe we can show you a little bit more about that in the next sprint. Um, Also, we will show you
Joe, you're not actually sharing the interface, right?
the interface. No, I'm sharing the meeting. Just
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry.
um, uh, so basically we're going to work a little bit on enhancing the user. No, this already been done, so we just keep it up. We'll try to have more capabilities. We're going to show the job seeker information, the links that Patrick said that were missing at this point, where you can see the user itself and things. And we will also be, as I said before, we'll try to deliver you the mockups of the job part, and we'll start if we'll start to do the background part and the backend part of the jobs themselves as well. So basically, this is more or less what we're going to focus on, try to focus on the next 2 weeks, and basically that's it. Not sure if you currently if you have anything that you'd like to see next um, done, or if we're more or less in the path of it.
Well, I'm pretty much going with the flow right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're kind of following the guide that I set, so I don't have any suggestions on that. Can't say right now. I do like the rejection of the duplicate EIN because that's important. You don't want to have more than one company with the same EIN, which is impossible. So
Mm-hmm.
that was a great idea for you guys to think of that. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to more to come.
Okay. Uh, does anyone want to say anything?
Any questions?
If it's okay, I have just a few questions. If it's okay for me to jump in at this late stage.
Yeah.
I don't want to prolong the meeting. First of all, long time no see, guys. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. I saw that you posted this link in the channel, and the reason I'm here today is because we had an Agile Ventures retrospective. What was it, yesterday, I think? Yeah. So I just wanted to pop in and ask, generally how the project is going and your feelings about both from your as a client perspective, if you're satisfied with what Agile Ventures has done for you so far, and also Zhao, from your perspective as a project manager, any inputs if we can support you better somehow from the community, and generally just basically some feedback that I can take back and
Well,
report and improve our process.
well, as of right now, from my perspective, really no improvements I can give you because everything that I'm receiving is great. You know what I mean? It's a blessing to have a team like this. They're doing a wonderful job. Joel putting everybody together. So I'm learning. Even though I designed it, they also putting their input in this and helping design it even further. I'm learning as we go. So uh, I can't really suggest anything. It's been this is a great experience right here for me. I appreciate it.
I'm very happy to hear that. That's music in my ears. Thank you.
It's a blessing right there.
Thank you.
From my perspective, as I told you before, this beginning of year has been quite hard for me. I had a lot of problems in work and stuff, so it has been crazy. Um, Currently, I think we are good at this point. I think we're going with a good velocity. Um, the major issue I see currently it's me
Okay.
at this point, because I like to be more free and to help more, and I do realize that I think I'm the more senior developer of everybody, so I'm lacking a bit. I should be helping more, but unfortunately I don't have much time.
Okay.
And I think we currently what we would need is someone that could support more, um, who is actively developing the the application itself.
Okay.
So basically, this is it.
Okay. I understand. So we spoke about this a little bit in the meeting and in general terms, not only about your project,
Mm-hmm.
but many others. A good what I would suggest is that you try to have a like a second in command, or like
Mm-hmm.
some
Yeah.
fallback guy, that if you don't have the time, because we all understand that time is something that is a constraint for all of us that try to work on pro bono basis, on voluntary basis with open source projects like this. We try to do as much good as we can, but of course we have our ordinary lives, like with jobs and other commitments, of course. So having a fallback guy like me personally, when I was working on the website one project with agileVentures.org, I always had Brian covering my back. So if I couldn't make some meeting, or I had to take some time off during a sprint or two, then I had Brian to step in for me. So try to find somebody that can take that role, and that's the process itself, right? Then of course, in terms of some features, or any obstacles that you guys encounter in the project that has to do with actually implementing code, feel free to ask in general channel, or in any other of the projects channels on Slack, that we are implementing this or that, and we're kind of stuck. Is anybody here with experience of doing something similar? Just come in and help us in the agile process, and helps us with this, because we are splitting everything down into small features, and a developer can come in, do one feature, perhaps help out on a specific task, and then he can move on to do his own project, or whatever is working on currently. So don't hesitate to ask for help in outside of your group, and use Slack to communicate and ask for assistance, basically. I would say. But the most important thing I would stress that is having the following the process, the Scrum process, the Agile process with stand-ups, with retrospectives, etc., etc. And if you cannot, this is a monumental task, and you shouldn't be alone in this. So try to find somebody that can help you out. And there's no shame in saying that, hey, I'm I don't have enough time. So try to, certain things needs to be done, but they don't have to be done by one person. So don't carry too much of too heavy of a burden, basically.
Yeah, currently I've been working with Patrick, and basically Patrick has been helping me out and being my replacement when I can't be here, and so already found that person. But
yeah, I would say, I've worked with Patrick by myself on other projects, and I had a chance to interact with him in this Agile Ventures retrospective, and I would say that without overstepping any boundaries here, I would say that I think he's a natural choice to be that person for you. And to Patrick, I would say that if and both to Patrick and to you, if you need any assistance with the process itself, reach out to me or to Sam, and we're there to support you in any way we can.
Okay.
Thanks. Happy to help.
Co-leaders, Patrick. Okay.
Twice the pay, Chet. Twice the pay.
Twice the pay. So, anyone want to add anything else?
JL, Salim in here too?
No.
No?
Right.
Okay.
All
so
right. From my side, I just want to thank everybody involved in this project. I think you guys are doing a great job, So if the client's happy, and if you guys are happy, if you're having fun, I think that's the best part of it.
Yes,
Thank
we're very happy.
Absolutely.
All of them.
Okay, so thank you guys for coming, and Chet, I'll see you in 2 weeks or before if we need to talk about something, and I'll see you guys Monday. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thomas,
Bye.
JL, Patrick, Joel. Take care. Elaine.
All right.
All right.
Thanks,
Bye,
Chet. Have a
guys.
good night.
All right.
Bye now.